For 335 miles, the Sheltowee Trace makes its way from northeastern Kentucky to northern Tennessee. Based on the elevation profile, I'm thinking this trail will take me 3 weeks. That being said, who knows what'll happen. Through hiking is always unpredictable. Some challenges I know I'll face are having fewer places to gather water, lots of roadwalks, and some sections that aren't well marked because this trail has fewer through hikers than others I've done. The good news is that I'm starting the trail with my boyfriend, Smokesley. He's gonna walk along with me for a little bit until he has to head back home. What? Yeah.
Do you go straight into an incline?
No, I don't think so. That's a good question. I should have looked that up before. Uh-oh, what's that sign up there? He's gonna start heading back.
3-hour drive, might as well start driving back. You're gonna do so great. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. Bye, honey. I'll miss you. Oh, I should have warned you. I'm sorry. These past couple days, it's just been all about, okay, I need to get this done. I need to do this and this and this. And now I'm on the trail. I'm walking. And I have 300 miles of pure fun ahead of me. Will that come true? Only time will tell. I'm at the top of the first hill, less than a mile in, but because I was rushing so much today, it seemed like everything I needed to get done took twice as long as I thought it would. In that rush, I forgot to eat, so I'm doing that now. I've reached the second pond, so that means I'm about 3 or 4 miles in. Beginning the trail, there were Sheltowee Trace signs, like, everywhere. And then there stopped being them. And then there was a sign that said no trespassing, security cameras in use. And I looked at the map, it's still the Sheltowee Trace. One of my main worries about doing adventures like this is hostile landowners. And haven't run into one yet. I always try to follow the rules, but just a scary thing I always have in the back of my mind. This is my first campsite. They stocked wood and have a fire pit. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. This is pretty not flat, but having this rock is going to be a game changer. My excitement at the campsite quickly turned to frustration. I had a satellite communication device, a bivy stick, if you want to know the brand name. I had that attached to my pack, thought it was all tied on good. I checked it multiple times throughout the day, get to my campsite, it's not there. The last time I remember seeing it was 3 miles back though. So this is also a dry campsite too, that's important to know. So I only have 1.5 liters of water. I don't think I have enough daylight to go there, go back. I purposely hiked till 6, not wanting to stop early because there's not much to do in camp once you get there, unless there's other people, but I'm so frustrated at myself. Okay, I am still upset with myself, but seeing those coyotes were really cool. I bet they're chasing a deer that I just saw run through here. That's cool. I'm still mad at myself for losing a multi-$100 device, but... And so, I started retracing my steps. I found it! I was seriously thinking, what can I write on far out? Hey, I lost this. If anyone can find it and mail it back to me, I will give you some reward money. But I made this noise. Here, I'll even do a dramatic recreation. Oh, maybe it wasn't as dramatic as that, but hopefully you get the effect. I was not thinking I would find it, preparing for the worst. Oh my goodness. So that was maybe 0.7, 0.8 miles back that I found this. It's 6:30 right now, so time's a wasting, but oh my goodness, I'm so glad I found it. And that's the reason why the first trail name someone ever gave me was Mishap. But the second trail name I got was Lucky. Mishaps happen to me sometimes. Okay, maybe I caused them, but I'm also very lucky and normally it turns out okay. Okay, I'm back at my campsite and word on the street is if you hold your hand up to the horizon and the setting sun for every finger in between, you have 15 minutes. So, what's that, like an hour and a half maybe? I'll be good. I am so glad to be done for the day, leaning against this stump. Either my backpack isn't adjusted right, or maybe I brought too much food, or maybe just my back muscles weren't in shape. I've been walking, but, you know, that wouldn't really work out your muscles for carrying a backpack. Anyway, my back kind of hurts, but I'm sure there's a way to fix it. Right now, let's just worry about dinner. The options for tonight: cheddar broccoli, chicken fried rice, or falling down, Mexican rice. I'm gonna go with cheddar broccoli. I wish they weren't all three rice, but this is what I'm feeling the most. That cheesy goodness. Looking at some of this stuff in my food bag, I'm thinking maybe the reason my pack is so heavy is that I brought 12 of these. Because applesauce is very refreshing and delicious, and this pouch is so portable, but it's very heavy. I absolutely scarfed that down. I was so cold and I just wanted anything warm as quick as possible. It did warm up my stomach, but the rest of my body got cold. Sorry, my hands are so shaking. Jeez. I'm shivering, but I didn't think it was that bad. It's probably in the 40s right now. I don't want to look because I'm scared to. But I know it's supposed to get below freezing tonight. When I looked up the average temperatures for this month, for this trail, it looked okay. But I guess it's just one of those cold nights.
I didn't sleep very well. I always have trouble sleeping in a place that's not my bed that I'm used to, even though I've slept in my tent thousands of nights before. Okay, maybe not thousands, but it was also cold, of course. I'm on a slanted hill, so I wasn't very comfortable and I couldn't sleep. I did end up kind of dozing off, waking up, dozing off, waking up. And in the morning, it was supposed to be pretty cold again. So I was like, okay, I'll just let myself take whatever sleep I can get, first of all, because I need it. And it'll be warmer if I sleep in a little late. And now it's 10:40. So It's later than I pictured when I decided I would do that, but it's okay. Let's get the day started now. The first like 9 or 10 miles of the trail doesn't have a reliable water source, and because I have a little less than a liter left to get me 4 more miles, I am not going to have coffee or oatmeal this morning. What I am going to do is get rid of some of this applesauce weight. I'm headed down a pretty big hill, and that should mean I'm coming up on a water source. The first water source since the creeks in the very beginning. I'm ready for it. The family that owns this farm put a spigot here for hikers. Isn't that nice? I filled up my water bottles and I was sitting down to eat when someone came out of the house and told me this pavilion and playground over here, if I want to sit at that, I can. These people are so nice. I saw 2 cars pass on the road and both of them waved like this. Not like this, but like this, with the people, the Clark family, telling me that I could sit in their little picnic area to have lunch, and they provided water. That's my first interaction with people so far on this trail. It seems like they're really nice in this area. I'm in a section that's zigging and zagging back and forth across this creek. I am trying to avoid putting on my Crocs just because I don't feel like it. I think I'm going to try to find a way to cross down here. Okay, here goes nothing. Gonna try to step across all the way to there. You know what? With my trekking pole for balance, that'll be easy. I don't know why I'm making a big deal of it. Not bad at all. I don't know how this is going to show up on camera, but this looks like the kind of cargo net they used to have at McDonald's play places, except made of wire instead of those seatbelt looking things. Oh, I could feel it move under my weight. Ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just psyching myself out. Hi, cowies. Oh, everybody's looking at me. The trail has been following these 2 creeks for a while now, but if you see where that blaze is over there, and then it looks different from my eyes to the camera. But anyway, I think that's the blaze over there, that's one.
and then maybe you'll see the trail goes up the hill. Even if you can't see that, take my word for it. What I'm saying is we're going away from the creek, and this is going to be the next water source for a while. I'm thinking of, I have this big bladder with me. I took it on my kayak trip, if you remember that. But it can hold 6 liters, so I'm like, what if I got 4 liters? It would be really heavy, but at least I wouldn't be dehydrated. Maybe 3. Let's do 3. Normally, I would just scoop water up in my water bottle, attach the filter to the top of that, but I saw people on the AT that had sacks like this, and they would filter, they would just sit there and filter a bunch of water for a while. I'm not so sure I like this because it's a lot faster to just filter as you drink. It's 4 more miles to the campsite I had planned for tonight, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. This is heavy. I could have called it. When I was packing up my bag, I was like, how do people do this and their bladders not leak? The pouch is called a bladder, not pee, okay? But I thought it was gonna leak, so I tightened everything up, wrapped a quick dry towel around it. What do you know, as I'm coming up this mountain, or this hill, I felt some drips. Felt around, it's coming from the bottom of my backpack. So I stopped, threw out everything. Luckily, because I suspected that might happen, I packed in a way that only got a few things wet. My sleeping bag only had a few drips on it. My tent, this side, felt wet, but when I reached down, it looked like the tent itself didn't get wet. And of course, my sleeping mat got pretty soaked. But anyway, I'm taking a break right now to let stuff dry. I doubt I'll get to the campsite I planned. But oh well. I think the problem was that I didn't roll the top enough. So I did a bunch of times, tried again, but I still kept it outside of my pack just in case. Don't want to take any chances. And now I'm walking up this very big hill again. And it's 6:20, so I can't go much further. I am 13.4 miles into the trail going southbound, and I am at the first place where I'm lost. Far out says that I'm on the trail, on the service road that would lead me back down to where I got the water. So right now, just trying to go forward, trying to figure out where I am. First road walk. Where I am now was my plan B for where to camp tonight, but look, it's a gravel road. There's been cars coming every now and again, and I just don't feel comfortable sleeping just on the side of the road. So I'm gonna push on. There is an unofficial campsite, I believe it was the one I originally planned on, 2 miles away. 1.7 in fact. It's visible from the road, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's flat. Looks like a good place. Ready to be done for the day, that's for sure. And it's 7:40, by the way, so technically 20 minutes till the sun goes down, if what I've looked up is true. That's okay, I'm not planning on having a big dinner, because I'm just not that hungry. The sad part about this campsite is that it's really, really polluted. I'm sure with it being right next to this dirt road, people come and they don't take care of the land the best way they could. There's also a lot of rocks and it's pretty uneven, but I'll take what I can get. I didn't film much because I was just trying to hurry and find a spot. I walked around for like 10 minutes. Everywhere is a little rocky, everywhere is a little bumpy, but found a spot. Now I'm still not hungry at all, so I'm just gonna have some snacks instead of rice, and that is going to save my water for drinking. So yay!